What if that burning, stabbing, icy cold pain you've been living with isn't just chronic? What if it's your body's desperate cry for help, signaling that your nerves are under attack? If you've ever felt a sudden electric jolt, shooting down your limbs, a constant tingling that won't let you sleep, or a numbness that creeps in and never fully leaves, you're not alone. These are the invisible torments of neuropathic pain, and millions silently suffer from it every day. But here's the twist. While most people turn to pills or resign themselves to a life of discomfort, few realize that their daily food choices may be quietly fueling the fire, or just as powerfully, holding the key to healing. That's right. Certain nutrients can actually regenerate nerve tissue, reduce inflammation, and soothe the raw sensitivity of damaged nerves. And some foods, they act like poison, making the pain sharper, more relentless, and harder to control. In this video, we'll reveal the 7 foods that can help repair your nerves, and the 5 foods you must avoid if you ever want relief. Watch till the end, because changing what's on your plate could change your entire life. Neuropathic pain isn't just another ache you can ignore. It's a deep, unsettling pain that stems from actual damage to your nervous system, whether that's your brain, spinal cord, or the complex web of peripheral nerves running throughout your body. It doesn't follow the usual rules. There's no obvious injury, no swelling you can see, but the sensations are very real. Burning, freezing, electric, stabbing, or completely numb. And the causes? There are over 100 different conditions that can trigger it, from diabetes and shingles to carpal tunnel syndrome, sciatica, multiple sclerosis, and even long COVID. Nerve pain can arise in surprising, even silent ways. What most people don't realize is that your nerves are living tissue, and like any living part of your body, they need fuel, nutrients, and rest to function. When they're undernourished or exposed to toxic substances like sugar, alcohol, or inflammatory fats, they weaken, misfire, or start sending pain signals that never shut off. The good news, this kind of pain isn't always permanent. With the right nutrition, your nerves can regenerate, rewire, and even recover. That's why the next part of this video is critical. We're diving into the specific foods that have been shown to support and heal damaged nerves. Omega-3 rich foods. Let's start with one of the most powerful natural remedies for nerve repair, omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats are more than just good for your heart. They're essential for your brain and nervous system. In fact, omega-3s help build the myelin sheath, the protective covering that surrounds nerves, allowing signals to travel smoothly. They're also known for their strong anti-inflammatory properties, which is crucial because inflammation often plays a key role in nerve damage. So where can you get them? Think cold water fish like salmon, sardines, mackerel, and herring. Not a fan of seafood? Don't worry. Chia seeds, flax seeds, and walnuts are excellent plant-based options. Ideally, aim for 2 servings of fatty fish a week, or consider high-quality omega-3 supplements if dietary sources are limited. When your nerves are screaming for help, omega-3s might be the quiet heroes bringing them back to life. Antioxidant-packed fruits. Next up, berries and grapes. These fruits are nutritional powerhouses loaded with antioxidants, which fight oxidative stress and reduce the slow-burning inflammation that leads to nerve degeneration. Berries like blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, and cranberries contain polyphenols and flavonoids that protect nerve cells from further damage. Grapes, especially the dark varieties like red and purple, also pack a punch with their resveratrol content, another anti-inflammatory compound linked to nerve protection. And let's not forget oranges and citrus fruits. Their high vitamin C levels boost collagen production and support immune function, both of which are critical for nerve healing. Try to incorporate at least 1 serving of berries or grapes into your daily routine. Whether fresh, frozen, or blended into a smoothie, these fruits may do more than satisfy your sweet tooth. They could help revive your nerve function from the inside out. Whole grains. When it comes to fueling your brain and nervous system, whole grains are indispensable. They're rich in B vitamins, particularly B1, thiamine, B3, niacin, and B6, which play a key role in maintaining healthy nerve function and promoting regeneration. Unlike refined grains, whole grains retain their outer layers, where the bulk of nutrients reside. That's why brown rice, oats, and quinoa are far better for nerve health than their processed counterparts like white rice or white bread. Brown rice, for example, has significantly higher levels of B vitamins and magnesium, both essential for reducing nerve-related inflammation and improving signal transmission. And there's another bonus. Your brain consumes nearly 20% of your daily energy intake. Whole grains offer a slow, steady release of glucose to keep your cognitive function sharp while helping stabilize mood and pain perception. So skip the white bread. Reach for hearty grains that feed your nerves and your mind. Nuts and nut oils. Think of nuts as compact nutritional bombs designed to support your nervous system. They're rich in healthy fats, vitamin E, and, most importantly, B vitamins, which your nerves need for repair, communication, and energy. Metabolism, walnuts, almonds, cashews, Brazil nuts, pistachios, and hazelnuts all offer slightly different profiles, but together they form a complete nerve-supporting food group. Brazil nuts, for example, are high in selenium, a trace mineral that reduces nerve inflammation. Almonds contain magnesium, which can calm nerve excitability and improve sleep. Walnuts are a great source of plant-based omega-3s. Nut oils can be a good addition, especially for cooking or drizzling over salads, but they lack fiber, so try to eat whole nuts when possible. A small handful a day can go a long way in providing long-term nerve protection, especially when consumed consistently over time. Beans and legumes. Beans might not get the spotlight often, but when it comes to nerve pain, they deserve your attention. Beans are rich in magnesium, a mineral that blocks pain signals and supports nerve regeneration. Magnesium also helps reduce central sensitization, a condition where your nervous system becomes overly reactive. Legumes, like black beans, pinto beans, chickpeas, lentils, lima beans, and fava beans, are also packed with complex carbohydrates, which your body turns into brain fuel. That steady energy release helps stabilize your mood, focus, and nerve signaling. Plus, beans are affordable, versatile, and filling, making them one of the most accessible superfoods for people dealing with chronic nerve pain. Try adding them to soups, salads, or grain bowls a few times a week. Your nerves will thank you, and your grocery bill might even thank you too. Lean meats. For those who include animal products in their diet, lean meats offer a concentrated source of vitamin B12, iron, and high-quality protein, all of which are vital for healthy nerve and brain function. Vitamin B12 is particularly important for nerve regeneration and maintaining the protective coating around nerves. A deficiency in B12 is one of the most commonly overlooked causes of nerve pain, especially in older adults. Choose chicken, turkey, or other lean cuts over fatty red meats. And these options provide the nutrients you need without the inflammatory downsides of saturated fat. If you follow a vegetarian or vegan diet, be sure to monitor your B12 levels and consider fortified foods or supplements to maintain nerve health. Crucial vegetables. And finally, don't forget your vegetables, especially the green ones. Leafy greens like spinach, kale, broccoli, and even root vegetables like sweet potatoes and yams contain an impressive amount of alpha-lipoic acid, ALA. ALA is a powerful antioxidant that improves nerve conduction and helps reduce nerve pain, particularly in people with diabetic neuropathy. These vegetables are also rich in magnesium, potassium, vitamin C, and fiber, making them a complete package for anyone dealing with nerve-related conditions. Aim to eat vegetables multiple times a day, not just once at dinner. Toss them into omelets, blend them into smoothies, or roast them for a hearty side dish. The more color on your plate, the more protection for your nerves. The 5 foods that secretly worsen. Nerve pain. Alcohol, a hidden nerve toxin. You might enjoy a glass of wine to unwind, but if you're dealing with nerve pain, alcohol could be your worst enemy. It's one of the most under-recognized causes of peripheral neuropathy, especially when consumed regularly. Alcohol depletes vital nutrients like vitamin B1, thiamine, and directly damages nerve tissue. Even small amounts can worsen symptoms like tingling, numbness, and burning sensations. If you're serious about healing your nerves, the first step is clear. Cut back or cut out alcohol altogether. Your nerves can't repair while under toxic assault. Excess sodium, the silent inflammation trigger. Salt is sneaky. It's not just in your shaker. It's buried in frozen meals, canned soups, deli meats, and snacks. Too much sodium leads to fluid retention, poor circulation, and elevated blood pressure, which can starve your nerves of oxygen and nutrients. The recommended daily limit is 2,300 millidarm, but many people unknowingly consume double that. Start checking labels, especially for anything labeled instant, processed, or ready to eat. Your nerves thrive in balance, and that means taming your salt habit before it does lasting damage. Sugar, sweet but destructive. Sugar doesn't just spike your blood glucose, it wreaks havoc on your nerves, especially if you're diabetic or pre-diabetic. High sugar levels stiffen blood vessels and impair circulation, which chokes off the oxygen supply to your nerves. White sugar, brown sugar, pastries, candies, sweetened drinks. These are more than just guilty pleasures. They're accelerants for nerve damage. Replace sweets with fresh fruits or dark chocolate in moderation. When it comes to sugar and nerve pain, every gram counts. Unhealthy fats. Feeding the fire. Fats aren't the enemy. Bad fats are. We're talking deep-fried foods, processed meats, and cuts of red meat with visible fat. These contain saturated and trans fats that raise inflammation and contribute to chronic pain. Fried eggs, bacon, and greasy fast food might satisfy in the moment, but they leave your nerves inflamed and sluggish. Switch to healthier fats like olive oil, avocado, and nuts. Choosing cleaner fat sources doesn't just help your heart. It can ease the burden on your nervous system too. Too much caffeine, stimulating the wrong wires. Caffeine in moderation is fine, but in excess, it overstimulates your sympathetic nervous system, the part responsible for fight-or-flight responses. If your nerves are already sensitive or inflamed, caffeine can make things worse, causing tremors, restlessness, and even more pain. Check your medications. Many over-the-counter pain relievers already contain caffeine. Then factor in your coffee, energy drinks, and soda. If you're jittery and in pain, it might be time to ease off the buzz for real nerve relief. Neuropathic pain can feel like a life sentence, like something you just have to learn to live with. But the truth is, you have more power than you think. Your nerves are not dead. They're wounded. And just like any injury, they need the right conditions to heal. That healing begins with what you put on your plate. The 7 foods we talked about today, omega-3 rich fish, antioxidant fruits, whole grains, nuts, beans, lean meats, and green vegetables, aren't just healthy. They're nerve medicine in disguise. And just as importantly, the 5 foods you need to avoid, alcohol, salt, sugar, bad fats, and excessive caffeine, are robbing your nerves of a chance to recover. You don't need to be perfect, but every meal is a decision. Do you want to feed the pain or fight it? So here's your moment of truth. Which one of these changes are you ready to start today? Drop a comment below. I'm starting with Gamtari Crew, and let us know how you're taking control of your healing. If this video helped you, share it with someone else who's been suffering in silence. Hit the like button, subscribe for more practical ways to manage chronic pain, and check the description for a free downloadable guide you can print and follow every day. Your healing starts here. Let's take that first step together.